yourselves for what you've accomplished and all the hard work and time you put into these final presentations. I also want to give a huge thank you to the parents for being patient with us, for following up, for having them practice at home, for driving them to and from. We really appreciate the effort that you guys put in to bring your kids so that we can serve them and do something very fun with them. And lastly, I definitely want to thank all of the incredible servants. This would not have been possible without you, so we really appreciate you. Okay, so to get us started, as you all may know, for the summer program, the elementary ministry decided we're going to read the Gospel of John together. And each grade decided they're going to pick one story that they're going to deep dive into and learn more about and reflect and meditate on it. So each grade, from first to fourth, picked a story, and they've been working on all summer putting together a skit that reflects that story, but not just the story itself, but what they've learned from it. So we're going to invite each grade up from first to fourth to present to you what they've learned, what they've worked on, and we're going to go through all the grades. So I will start us off with first grade. If you guys are ready, please start us off.
Can we get a chair? Have it in the middle? Half, right? Yeah. Right in the middle, right here. If you're in a costume.
Middle. The mic is on. You're ready, okay? Okay, go stand in front of that.
Mark. Where's your mom? Okay.
You guys are gonna start. Make sure you speak into the mics.
This mics? No.
They're on. Don't speak in it. They're on. Don't speak. They're on.
This skit will show the character of Christ and how even though we are not like Christ all the time, he still loves us and helps us grow. Each scene will have an action from Jesus and the wedding of Cana of Galilee, and then what we do in the present time. As Jesus approaches to the wedding, he hears some of the guests talking badly about the servants, and here is what Jesus goes and does.
Wow, look at those kids. They look so weird. I don't want to play with them. Yeah, me neither.
Mary walks up to Jesus to tell him what is on her heart and her concerns.
Oh my goodness, we have run out of wine. What do we do?
Have faith that God will provide. Do whatever he tells you.
Hold on.
Jesus has just told the servants to fill the 6 water pots with water. The servant is confused, but God gives him the grace to obey, and let's see what happens next.
Okay, now you say loud. Get off your iPad and play with your brother. Ethan, can you give her the microphone? Okay.
Ya Habibi, get off your iPad and play with your brother.
No, Mom, I don't want to play with him.
I wish they obeyed as I obeyed.
You're going to say this one again. I'm sorry.
Jesus has just told the servants to fill the 6 water pots with water. The servant is confused, but God gives him the grace to obey, and let's see what happens next.
Gosh, this makes no sense, but there is no harm in trying. Let's see what happens.
Go give it to the master.
Give it to the whole. Go get the water. Okay, fine. I won't say the mic.
This is the best wine I've ever had. Most give the best wine at the start, but the bridegroom has saved the best for last.
Glory be to God, for only he could have turned this water into wine and saved me.
Wait for me.
Mom and her 2 sons are praying together before they head out to school. The mom prays that God works in their hearts to always be kind to one another and those around them.
Wait for me. You always leave me behind. No, I don't want to. No, I don't. No, I don't want to. You are too slow. Wait for him. Fine, I'll wait.
I am always working on your heart. I gave you the grace to be patient.
Hello, God. Wow, look at those uncool kids playing by themselves.
Don't say that, they are also my children.
You're right, let's go.
And no taking the microphones for me, okay?
It is God who gives us the grace to love and to obey, and the saints are always right. They are beside us, interceding for us. It is when we start our day with prayer where Jesus is able to be most present in our lives. I love those brothers so much. I know they can do so much for your kingdom, Jesus.
Yeah. Yes, they can. They can, and it is my greatest wish. They always seek to love me and those around them.
Good job, first graders. One more round of applause. Okay, first grade, get back to your seats. Everyone, please back to your seats and please let's quiet down. Shh.
Yeah, we're gonna add a chair.
Thank you. Let's quiet down. Okay, next up we have our second grade class. They focused on the story of the feeding of the 5,000. I'm gonna ask everybody in the audience, please, to stay quiet for the whole skit, please, because it will distract the kids as they're performing. Please, let's keep it quiet as they're presenting. Thank you.
This one's gonna be. Who do you want me to give the? This one's on. This one's on. Okay, Lily, are you ready? Okay. Take this. Stand right here. Hello, can we get? They're all set up. Okay, can I get everyone's attention, please? We're about to start the next skit. Could I please get every single person to quiet down? First grade, can we please stay quiet? Second grade, third grade, fourth grade, let's stay quiet, please. Thank you, everybody. Okay.
After a long day of performing miracles, Jesus walked up a mountain with his disciples, and a big crowd followed them. There were around 15,000 hungry men, women, and children. The disciples wondered how they would feed all these people with a faithful young boy who offered 5 loaves and 2 fish. Jesus prayed over them, and the food multiplied and fed all these people with 12 baskets of leftover food. In homes all over Virginia, children were hearing about the story of the 5 loaves and 2 fish and learning more from it. Let's visit a few of them.
Can you hold this? Wow, how did Jesus feed all those people? There are around 5,000, only 5 loaves and 2 fish. Things don't add up. David, Jesus doesn't use our simple human math. He can do things that we think are impossible, like feed so many people with so little. There were even 12 baskets that remained.
That is really cool. How can we use God's math in our lives?
What do you boys like to do with your time?
Play soccer.
Do you pray before practice?
Not really. We don't have time.
Remember that God's math is different from ours. If you spend some time praying, God will bless the rest of your time and you will do well.
I used to think that if I cannot offer God a perfect prayer, I shouldn't pray. This is a good reminder that God accepts a little I can offer and can still use it.
God is really sweet to us. He knows we don't have much to give, but still loves us as we are.
Did the crowd believe Jesus was the Messiah after this miracle?
Yes, many people believed because Prophet Elijah, who was a very holy man in the Old Testament, did a similar miracle. He fed 100 people with 20 loaves of bread.
Why did Jesus have 12 baskets left over? What was the symbol for?
In the Old Testament, God established the people of Israel in 12 tribes or groups. These were God's people.
But why does that matter for the story?
When Jesus was on earth, he used many symbols from the Old Testament to signal to the people that he is their Lord and came to save them.
Do you think that the 12 baskets were also for the 12 disciples?
Yes, the 12 baskets were a reminder for the disciples of Jesus' miracles. God likes to give us ways to remember him to help us when we go through difficult times. Have do you have examples like that in your life?
Yeah, once I studied really hard for a math test, and I was scared because I didn't know. Wait. Yeah, and I was scared because I'm not really good at math. I prayed to God, then I got a good grade. I remember that every time when I'm scared about a test.
What about you, Tommy?
I was once friend with a group of boys that weren't a good influence on me. I faked because I didn't know how to lead them. And then they ended up being in a different class than me. Now I know that God will help me whenever I am in a tough situation. We're done.
For you and Carol?
Okay, so like guys, can you hold the mic?
So why did Jesus have to feed them? Why didn't Jesus just do a different miracle? Jesus knew that this crowd was so excited to hear what he had to say. And he loved them, so of course he didn't leave them hungry. That way they could stay with him and learn more.
So why did Jesus...
Okay.
So does this mean that if we do our best to be close to God in everything we do, he will bless us and help us?
Yes, of course, Carol. Remember that Jesus said, I stand at the door and knock if anyone hears my voice. He will let me in, and I will eat with him, and he will eat with me.
So does that mean I can eat some pizza with Jesus? Yum, yum, yum. No, silly. It means Jesus is waiting for us once we try to be with him. By going to church and reading our Bibles, that he will be with us and help us in our daily life.
Wait, I have another question. God is so powerful. Why did he need them to sit in groups of 50? Was it too crowded for him?
No, God is doing that to teach us something about who he is. God likes things to be organized so people can clearly hear his voice and instructions.
Yeah, God knows people could do crazy things whenever they're hungry and see food.
What if the boy with the 5 loaves and 2 fish wasn't there?
God would still have found a way. But what's nice is God doesn't need us, but he still chooses to include us in his work. He also wants to teach us that we have to do our part. All right, kids, time for bed. We have liturgy in the morning.
Some lessons we can learn from the story of the 5 loaves and 2 fish are that God's mass is different than ours. We could spend time with him by having synergy. He teaches us lessons from the Old Testament symbols too.
Good job, second graders. One more round of applause for our second grade class. Good job, guys. That was great. Okay, next up we have our third grade class. I ask everybody to please take their seats. If you're standing. Okay, the third grade class focused on the story of Lazarus. So they're gonna give us their presentation now. Again, if I can ask that everybody quiet down, please. Quiet down so that they can get started. Thank you. Please quiet down.
He's untied. Lola? Share this mic. If you don't need it, you can hold it for him while he talks if he's going to use his hand. But it's on. So wait, what if I... Okay. This is good.
Wait, do Jeremy? Father A?
No, it's still when after he dies. He's not dead yet. We'll need it when he dies. Hey, let's put it now. This. Yes, that's. I understand, but we can't move it in the middle.
Why don't we just keep it on the table and we can move the table here?
It's the best. The table's gonna stay where it is. I'm not gonna do all that. We can just move this thing. That's all. Okay, so.
I'm kind of nervous right now.
You got this.
All right.
If you guys don't know anything, you can help each other. So
Okay.
Yusuf or
Servants!
Line, you can help them. And if
Yeah,
you got
he knows everything.
Yeah, you got to be able to
Steven.
Wait, how are we going to move the stone? How are we going to move the stone?
We're not going to go up there. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your patience as we get ready with our set. We ask that you don't come up here a lot because we're moving a lot of pieces and our characters will be moving up here. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy the play of Lazarus.
In a town called Bethany lived a man named Lazarus, along with his sisters, Mary and Martha.
Martha, Lazarus, our brother, is very sick.
We must send for Jesus. He loves Lazarus and will know what to do.
Lord,
Behold, he who you love is very sick.
I know. Stop trolling with me.
the sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that the Son of God may be glorified through it.
Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that he was sick, he stayed 2 more days in the place where he was.
Master, why do we wait? Shouldn't we go to Bethany?
Let's go to Judea again.
Rabbi, lately the Jews sought to stone you, and are you going there again?
Our friend Lazarus sleeps, and I go that I may wake him.
If he will sleep, he will get well.
Lazarus is dead, and I am glad for your sakes that I wasn't there, that you may believe. Nevertheless, let's go to him.
Jesus and his disciples traveled from the other town to Bethany after hearing of Lazarus' death.
Lord, if you would have been here, my brother would not have died. But even now, I know whatever you ask of God, God will give you.
Your brother will rise again.
I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day.
I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though they may die, shall live. And those who live and believe shall never die. Do you believe this?
Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who is to come into the world.
Martha went and called Mary secretly, saying that Jesus has come and is calling for you.
Lord, if you would have been here, my brother would have not died.
Where have you laid him?
Jesus wept.
Take away the stone.
Lord, by this time there is a stench, for he has been dead for 4 days.
Didn't I say if you believe you would see the glory of God?
After they heard this, they rolled the stone away. Jesus looks up and prays.
Father, I thank you for you had heard me, and I know that you always hear me. But because of the people standing by, I said this, that they may believe that you sent me.
Now, when he had said these things, he cried out with a loud voice,
Lazarus, come forth.
Someone needs to take this.
Loosen him and let him go.
Then many of the Jews who had come to Mary and had seen the things Jesus did believed in him. This is the story of the rising of Lazarus, a testament to the power and glory of God.
Get in a line. Get in a line. Guys, everyone in a line. No. In a line. In a line. Guys, in a line. In a line. Just go.
You know how to say it, right?
3, 2, 1.
So when you're...
No. Amen.
Amen. Now that we have seen the miraculous story of Lazarus being raised from the dead, let's think about what this means for us today.
This miracle isn't just about This story isn't just about a miracle from a long time ago. It's about faith and trust in God, even when things seem hopeless, like how Lazarus was dead for 4 days. You can't believe that God has power to solve any situation.
We doubted and mourned, but Jesus showed us that faith in him can bring new life to any situation. When you face difficult times, remember to trust in God's timing and his plans.
And remember, Jesus wept with us. He shares in our pain and understands our sorrows. We're never alone in our struggles.
So, in our daily life, remember that
faith and trust in God's power. Jesus is with you in all hardships, even though he brings life and hope when there seems to be none.
Bow.
he needs to be with us. You hold the mic. He needs to be with us. I know. What? Yeah.
All right. Good job, third graders. Round of applause for our third grade class. All right. Last up, we have our fourth grade class. Parents, I'm also going to ask, please do not leave because we still have gifts for all the kids. So please do not leave. All right, fourth grade, you're up.
All right, let's go. Guys, everyone up here, fourth grade. Scene one, get scene one set up. No, you need one.
Why? I can talk
You need
loud.
one. No, you need one. I'll give it to you. Don't say anything. Don't say anything yet, okay? Can we get everyone's attention, please? Fourth grade has worked really hard on this skit, so can everybody please quiet down? Fourth graders, you quiet down too, please. Okay. Are you guys ready? Okay. Okay. We're going to go ahead and begin. Can everybody please quiet down? Yeah, I will. Ready? Are you ready?
In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus often prayed with his disciples. One night, Judas Iscariot, a disciple who betrayed Jesus, led a group of soldiers to arrest him.
Father, if it is your will, take this cup away from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done.
They're coming, Master!
Greetings, Jesus.
We rescued Jesus of Nazareth. No! Oh!
Put your sword into the sheath. cup which my Father has given me?
Is that good?
Jesus was taken to the house of Caiaphas, the high priest, for questioning.
Tell us if you are the Christ, the Son of God.
It is as you said. Nevertheless, I say to you, hereafter you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of power and coming on the clouds of heaven.
Blasphemy. What else do we have of wisdom? What now? You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think now?
Nice.
Guys, speak close and speak loud, okay? Is it good? Yeah, it is. But speak close and speak loud.
Peter followed Jesus at a distance and was warming himself by the fire among the crowds. In the courtyard, a servant girl approached him.
You also were with Jesus of Galilee.
Huh? I don't know who this man is.
I am sure I have seen you with him.
You have mistaken me for a different person.
Then the rooster crowed, and Peter remembered Jesus' words. He went outside and wept bitterly.
So I'll go like this and then.
At Golgotha, the place of the skull, Jesus was crucified, and those who loved him were there.
My son! My beloved son!
Stop weeping. Women do not weep.
Woman, your son, John, your mother.
Lord, why did this happen?
Do not weep. My Father has prepared a place for you.
Just give.
After Jesus died, Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus went to Pontius Pilate.
Golgotha in Hebrew, Cranion in Greek, the place where you were crucified, Lord, you spread out your hands, and to thieves were
After the Sabbath, as the first day of the week began to dawn, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary came to see the tomb.
Where are the guards, and why is the tomb still open?
Where have they taken my Lord?
Do not be afraid, for I know you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he is risen as he has said.
I must tell the disciples.
Jesus appeared to the disciples, including Thomas, who doubted.
Unless I see in his hand the print of the nail, and put my hand into the print of the nail, and put my hand into the side, I will not believe.
Thomas, reach your finger here and look at my hands, and reach your hand here and put it into my side.
My Lord and my God!
Oh, I thought he was done. I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm not the first one. I don't start.
I know, but she's gonna pass the mic. Hold it. You're gonna speak the conclusion.
Jesus showed perfect love and forgiveness even to his enemies.
In the story of his death and resurrection, we see his incredible love for the repentant thief on the cross and his forgiveness towards those who mocked and persecuted him. Just as Jesus forgave and loved unconditionally, we too can strive to love and forgive others in our lives.
This story shows us that love is powerful and forgiveness can heal and unite people.
Let us aim to be kind and loving, just like Jesus, as we are his sons and daughters.
All right, good job, fourth graders. One last round of applause for our fourth grade class. Okay, can I ask the servants to please send up the kids who are going to recite their memorization? The kids. One second. Are they all? Okay. Come up, come up.
Dina, help lead us, because I know you know. Sandra, here. Wait, here. You can just stand where you are. Pierre knows it too. You guys know it.
Okay? No, stick together. Let's stick together in the middle. No, together. Because three of you know the whole thing. So the whole class is going to do the first part, and then the big.
This is our grand finale, so if you guys could stay quiet with us for just a moment longer, and we'll be out of here soon. Here you go.
Should we start?
Yeah.
In the beginning,
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shines in darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. This man came for a witness to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not the light, but was sent to bear witness to the light. That was the true light that gives light to every man coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world did not know him. He came unto his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the power to become the children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood, nor the will of the flesh, nor the will of man, but of God. Then the Word became flesh and dwelt in us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of his Father, full of grace and truth. John bore witness of him and cried out, saying, This was he of whom I said, He who comes after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. And of his grace fullness we have all received grace for grace. Where the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came through Jesus Christ.
Glory be to God.
Forever, amen.
Good job, everybody. One more round of applause for memorization. Okay. Real quick, we're going to call up each grade one at a time to give them their gifts and take some pictures. But before that, I want to hand the mic over to Rania Hilito. She's the junior high coordinator. She's going to just give an announcement for the 4th grade parents.
Hi guys, my name is Rania. I'm serving in junior high ministry, and we'll welcome like next 2 weeks the 4th grade, and we're so happy to have them. Probably tomorrow you're gonna receive an email from junior high for the retreat is coming up for this fall. The retreat, it's gonna be September 28 to September 29. It's only one night. We're leaving after the liturgy of Saturday, and we're returning on Sunday. The period for opening the link, it's a very short time because the retreat this year, it's gonna be in September. Usually we go in October, but they gave us the date like was available this September. So I'm not able to open it a lot, and I'm really, really sorry. I cannot give any exception. So if the link is closed, it's closed, because we book like the bus and the accommodation there according to the number. And if you have any issue, money, like spending night, to need to know more information, like please do not hesitate to reply to the email you're gonna receive from. Tomorrow it's gonna send the email. The link is open. If you have any problem with anything, just contact us back. Mark your calendar till you receive the retreat. Usually there is early bird. It's gonna be one certain amount, and a week or so usually go to the regular price. So try to meet that one. Second thing, once we start, we have every Tuesday the Bible study. Usually it's the upstairs in the junior high classes. We would like to see all the kids in the 5th grade, coming up 5th grade. And we have a Friday night as well. We would love to see you every Friday night. Usually we announce to the group, so keep your eyes on the email. Every Wednesday, you're gonna receive an email. And the WhatsApp group we have for the parents. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all. So if you don't know me, my name is Johnny. I'm responsible for the ministry at large. Wanted to just say a quick thank you to the kids. little bit of a larger thank you to the parents. I know, like the drop off and the, all these things. This took a lot of meetings and stuff like that, so we appreciate you. But the people that I want to express thanks to is the servants. They have done this year, and those two, this side too. Most of them are here. Thank you guys very much for all the time and labor and effort that you put in planting something special in the lives of the kids. Those moments are very memorable, and not only memorable as memories of something that we did a long time ago, but are also memorable in terms of keeping the memory of the Bible and the Word of God in their lives. So we thank you for your labors, for your efforts, and may God reward you richly, and we will see you in a couple weeks.
Yes, big thank you to the servants. Okay, can we do first grade class come up for pictures? Kids and servants, please come up on stage. We'll do a quick picture.
First grade, everyone, first grade. First grade, kids and servants. First grade, kids and servants, please. Where'd the rest of the kids go?